News anchors seem to love bad news, and this strike really fits into that narrative. We know that for sure, possibly, maybe, probably, it's going to happen. But you know who else also knows? Our customers. I have a 3-step plan to ensure your website is bulletproof, reducing customer inquiries and keeping your revenue levels from dropping thanks to the uncertainty about these delivery times. You might have already completed step 1, but more than likely steps 2 and 3 are yet to be implemented. Or perhaps you're ahead of me and you've already thought about these points, but I'm going to bring some new ideas to the table. Keep watching and I will prove it. Point number 1. Review your shipping plans. Go ahead. Yeah. Get FedEx, USPS configured, whatever alternatives you have. Well, I guess those are the big 3. It literally takes a couple of minutes. Better yet, if you already are using Shipper HQ, it's going to be even faster. I spent probably about 60 seconds to get my account going on Shipper HQ with FedEx, and I think most of that time was actually going and finding this information in my password vaults. But you also want to test the process, and this is really critical. Make sure that the rates load, the fulfillment system actually pushes the tracking numbers up into your system, and that customers can see their order status. It's those little things that can break, causing some significant catastrophes on game day, well, on problem day. Nobody wants this UPS strike to go through. Nobody does. It's going to be headaches all around. Also, this is a great time to get your buy online pickup in store feature going. Make sure it's working, it's prominent. Customers who live in a close geographical region might be happy to drive over and pick up their order. Free shipping is probably one of the biggest issues you have to work through. Your rates, of course, are probably going to go up as you switch to FedEx, and so you might want to reevaluate your free shipping thresholds. Perhaps not ideal, but axe them altogether. So this is the planning aspect of this conversation, but I think just as important is we then have to communicate this to our customer. So point number 2, provide clear communication about potential shipping delays. Getting in front of these customers is critical. What if they need the package by sometime within this window for the strike, but they really don't need to upgrade it? They can select the cheaper edition, but maybe they would have this package sit at the UPS sorting facility for who knows how long. Here's some inspiration for your customer messaging. You can get ahead of this problem quite quickly. Check it out. This is thanks to yours truly, and of course you feel free to tweak this to your liking. This would sit in a banner at the top of the pages, alerting the customers that you are on the ball here for this given situation. Check it out. Orders shipped by UPS may be delayed starting August 1st. Alternative options will be provided at checkout. Here's how it would look on Adobe Commerce or BigCommerce. We have our banner right here and right here. Oops, right here. One thing to note that unfortunately, as of Adobe Commerce 2.4.6, there does not seem to be a way to get that banner pushed up there to the top of the page. It just doesn't work. Now, it's easy for a developer to add that, and something we can easily do, but there's no out-of-the-box way anymore, vanilla way to do that. And that kind of is unfortunate. So how would we actually go about in doing this? I promised you it was going to be easy, and I will prove it right here. Check this out. BigCommerce, all you have to do is come over to marketing, banners. We have our shipment notification. I already created that. Just throw some text in there, save it, but drop a location in there. You might have to create a couple of these to accommodate multiple locations, but that's all it is. I mean, it's seriously easy. Now, another option would be something that is very easy to do. We can help you with this as well on BigCommerce, is you can just add a region at the top of the page for page builder. So you can add whatever content you want in there. Ideally, it would be well-noticed content, but you know, either one of these options would work as far as getting content pushed up there to the top of the page so customers can easily see it. Now, on the Adobe Commerce side, it again is easy, but given that limitation that I just told you about. Check this out. All you have to do is go into content widgets, well actually first content CMS blocks, add a new block, put your content in there, and then go over to widgets, content widgets, and create this. In the article, in the description below, I give you all the steps on how to do this. It's honestly pretty easy. It'll take you probably less than an hour to get that set if you actually then test it out on staging. So that's point number 2, adding communication to let your customer know you are on the ball. Now, point number 3, add messaging to the decision point. So not only do we need to tell a customer when they arrive on the website that you are on the ball here, you also need to tell them at their decision point in the checkout. This ensures the customer is not taken by surprise in a couple of weeks, even though you told them about this. Stuff is easy to miss. And then they email you later and say, hey, where's my package? You say, I'm sorry, it's stuck with the UPS strike. Can't get it to you. I'm sorry, it's kind of a bit of a problem. So, 2 things here. First, consider removing, and this is unfortunate, I really hate giving this advice, but consider removing estimated delivery date references and switching to time in transit. Perhaps consider softening it up just so that customers are prepared for this. So instead of saying delivers, say potentially delivers, and it probably would be a good idea to add this as well for FedEx, just because I think we would all agree FedEx is likely to get overloaded with packages if this actually happens. So ultimately, you can say potentially delivers with Shipper HQ. It's super easy to configure how this is laid out as far as the text here. So you can change delivers to be whatever text you want in this type of a scenario. So you can say potentially delivers, whatever. You can come up with that. That is really easy to do. You can also enable or disable different options to also show on this screen here too. So that's the you can do it type part of this. But I think the other part is just as important. Check this out. You probably already saw that we have a box here at the top of the screen just under the shipping method that is designed to grab the user's attention. And in doing so, we are helping the customers understand that there is a problem they need to consider. As long as it's bold enough, customers should see this. This is reasonably good UX here, so that customers are kind of hit with this. They can make their decision with as much information as necessary here. This will reduce customer complaints here in the future because that is correct. They're not aware of this major, they otherwise might not be aware of this major problem that's coming up, and then they're calling you saying, hey, where is my package? Saying you're to blame for something that's completely outside of your control. We can avoid that problem right here, right now in the checkout using messaging like this. With all of that in mind, the conclusion is this. Number 1, review your shipping rate plans. Don't lose money through this process. It's fine for UPS to deal with their situation, but don't lose money yourself. Number 2, we want to provide clear communication about these potential shipping delays. Tell the customer what's going on. And number 3, we need to add messaging to the point of decision. Yeah, it's not like this is going to be the end of the world in any stretch. Packages are going to be delayed. That's okay. The goal is we do the prep work to lay the foundation so that our customers don't blame us for their problems. Instead, that they understand this is stuff outside of all of our control, and we have helped them make the absolute and very best decision that is possible through this. There's your advice for how to deal with the UPS strike.